Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So I've been asked to introduce the last of the third session on sustainability and to focus on circular economy. And I have decided to start with Mr. Timmermans' words, Vice President of the Commission, that he pronounced last December when the circular economy package was adopted by the Commission. Our planet and our economy cannot survive if we continue with the take, make, use and throw away approach. We need to retain precious resources and fully exploit all the economy value within them. The circular economy is about reducing waste and protecting the environment, but it's also about a profound transformation of the way our entire economy works. By rethinking the way we produce work and by we can generate new opportunities and create new jobs. And I won't go into the detail of the number justifying why this shift is a must. But so let's go back to this notion of circular economy, which aims at finding a new economical paradigm, integrated environmental preoccupation, particularly drilling of certain resources, and therefore makes way for new business models, inter alia, a deep transformation of production and consumption models. And the characteristic of a circular economy is to create loops in the loop, meaning to combine a set of loops in order to minimize resources consumption and to put back byproduct and waste as a secondary raw material in the process at each stage of the circle. And in that perspective, the new business models require to think in systems and in cascades, and as underlined by the Ellen MacArthur Foundation. And I would like to emphasize that it is a system change, not a system optimization. It should be clear for all stakeholders, starting from the public authorities, but also SMEs, consumers, and multinationals. Back to the package adopted in December 2015. The European Commission adopted an ambitious new circular economy package to help European businesses and consumers to make the transition to a stronger and more circular economy where resources are used in a more sustainable way. A first part of this package is the EU Action Plan with several key actions. Funding of over 650 million euro under the Horizon 2020 program and more than 5 billion euro under the structural funds. Actions on the food waste reduction, quality standards for secondary raw material, eco-design, etc., etc. And also, of course, a piece of law, the waste package, the revision of 4 waste directives, mainly the Waste Framework Directive and the Packaging Directive. And this revised legislative proposal on waste sets clear targets for reduction of waste and establish an ambitious and credible long-term path for waste management and recycling. But it still has to be adopted by the Council and the Parliament. This is not easy. Key elements of this revised waste proposal include target for recycling 55% of municipal waste by 2030. For recycling of packaging waste, 35% by 2030. Reduce landfill, promote reuse and stimulate industrial symbiosis. As a representative of ACR Plus, Association of Cities and Regions for Sustainable Management of Material Resources, an international network of local and regional authorities sharing the aim of sustainable material resources, I would like to give you how we see that cities and regions can cooperate with businesses in order to promote smart resource consumption and sustainable waste management. It is on local and regional level that we find authorities whose scope of competences touch the relevant stakeholders in sectors such as permitting, funding, organizing, awareness raising, and which are thus in a position to give the circular economy a concrete form. In brief, they are the facilitators for this big shift. And it is up to public authorities to organize a balanced participation of all stakeholders, or even to coordinate and facilitate the creation of a public-private forum which would contribute to the co-creation of eco-innovative actions based on synergy and complementarity. And for that, local and regional authorities should be open to new business models where the closing the loop approach or multi-R approach and the local approach as much as possible are the basics. They have different levers in their hand. They can work on the supply side by supporting SMEs and local enterprises, as well as on the demand side to change the requests of the consumer. Behavioral change by public awareness campaigns, public procurement, infrastructure, businesses support scheme, fiscal framework, regulation. And I would like to emphasize on the last one, regulation. Regulation is a prerequisite, and it starts with a clear signal towards the end-of-pipe solution of waste management, and not only at local and regional level, but also at EU level. Because a landfill ban, it's not useful if it's not accompanied by an ambitious recycling target. Otherwise, it will be useless, because the product that you burn at the end, or if they don't go to the landfill that you burn, they are not coming back to the market or to the production process. And even if you produce energy through waste incineration, it won't preserve resources, neither create local jobs and boost your local economy. So we think that strong political will and ambition at all administrative levels are needed in an adequate governance framework. Thank you very much.